For many of us, the dry spell is officially over, Jeremy.
Yeah, and the dry spell lasted a very long time, Scott. 11 days to be exact. And the last time we had that long of a dry spell was late October into early November of last year. So we have not had a long period of time without rainfall like this in a while. And of course, that helped to dry out the ground. And when you get rainfall coming out of the sky at 1 to 2, 3 inches an hour, it ends up causing flooding like what we saw across northeastern Pennsylvania. This is a video that was shot by Mike DeFleury, our photojournalist here at WNEP in Pittston. That's over Susquehanna Avenue. That's actually West Pittston. And then you can see how quickly that storm came over and then lingered over parts of northeastern Pennsylvania, laden with moisture. As I said, rainfall amount rates of 1 to 2, even 3 inches per hour. You can see there the Susquehanna River also. And it'll continue to rise as we go through the next few days with all the rainfall that came down. 8th Street Bridge, that's where this one was taken from, overlooking the Susquehanna River with those ominous dark clouds laden with moisture that caused all the flash flooding here in Lackawanna and Luzerne counties, creating scenes like this from Hickory Street and South Washington Avenue, that is, in Scranton. This one's from Lena. You can see the bridge there spilled there with the flooding. So no way to pass it. And whenever you have flooding this quickly, it's really important to shelter in place in an area that is not susceptible to flooding. So you should know where your flood zones are. And if you're located in a flood zone, make sure you take the proper precautions to get to higher ground if flooding occurs like this in the future. I don't see it in our next 7 days, but nonetheless, you should always know in the summertime where to go. There are your rain reports, just over 3 inches for Hazelton and PNC Field up here in Moosic. WNEP here in our backyard. Kurt measured it every half hour. We picked up 3.3 inches of rain in an hour and a half. So, of course, that much rainfall in a very short period of time can cause flash flooding scenes like what we saw in downtown Scranton. East Mountain saw 3.2 inches. And to put things into perspective, those of you in central Pennsylvania hardly saw anything. South Williamsport, where the Little League World Series is happening in Lamini Stadium, 0 inches right now. Now, the risk for some rainfall tonight, not over. Could see an additional shower, even a storm. But right now, the sun is shining over the Little League World Series with some beautiful clouds. We've got some breaking fog there over Long Pond. This is the Pocono Raceway, where we saw upwards of 2 inches in parts of the Poconos. 76 is the current temperature. That humidity is high. With the heat that has been building all week, it helped to fuel a lot of these storms as a front is passing through, too. And we'll see this front, not just today, but also tomorrow, spark up some isolated showers. So here's current satellite and radar. The storms that brought flooding rainfall to northeast Pennsylvania, they're down into New Jersey now, but there are a few still sparking up towards the north and west. So we're talking Bradford County seeing some downpours headed towards Wyoming County. So Factoryville, Laceyville, you'll see some downpours and some lightning strikes. I don't think this will cause flooding, but it'll interrupt your evening. And then taking things down to the south, Bloomsburg dealing with a heavy downpour. Same for Catawissa. It's going to continue to hug 80 as it traverses eastward. So Black Creek, Berwick, gear up. You're going to get another downpour. It'll last about an hour. Look at that line of storms extending all the way from Connecticut back through Philadelphia in towards Baltimore. Lots of lightning strikes. That's what brought the heavy rainfall earlier. Now it's bringing heavy rainfall to parts of New York City. Today's high temperatures, it was a steamy one, up to 90 in Avoca, and that makes it 2 days of temperatures at 90 or above. Yesterday, of course, was a scorcher at 93, but tomorrow, I don't think we're going to hit it. So I think we're going to end up not getting a third heat wave this week. If we only hit 87, we need 3 days of consecutive temperatures at or above 90 degrees. Temperatures right now definitely cooler than they were today out in northeastern Pennsylvania, but look at that, no relief within the heat. Out in central PA, 86 is the current temperature in Williamsport. Could see an additional shower or storm roll through central PA, even down through the southern tier as we head throughout the rest of the evening. By midnight, we're wrapping things up, and we're waking up to some fog tomorrow. Overnight tonight, we're talking about maybe an additional 1/10 of an inch of rain, so not much more to go. This is your dog walking forecast. If you're walking dusk, make sure that you look out for the showers and storms. They could be passing through, and then we're pretty much wrapped up with them for the rest of the night. 70 will be the overnight low with a spot shower, some sunrise fog. Headed into your day tomorrow, maybe a spot shower, especially further east, and it'll continue to be an issue throughout the afternoon. I don't think there's going to be any flooding rainfall. That's good, at least. But temperatures are going to be in the upper 80s and up to 90 on Sunday, Scott. So we've got another Few days of pretty high heat before we break it next week. Now, I am tracking Tropical Storm Erin. That's out in the Atlantic. It doesn't look like it's going to pose any threat to the mainland United States, but it could cause some rip currents late next week if you're planning a beach getaway.
Yeah, you can keep her out to sea. That's just fine.
I will do my best. I'll have a talk with her.
Thank you very much, Jeremy.
Yep.